Hey everybody, and welcome to 30 Minute Minds. I'm Luther. This is Chase with me today.
Hey everyone, hopefully you all are having a good day today, and hopefully you all enjoy this episode today.
Cool. Before we begin anything else, we do have a couple of announcements. First of all, we're planning to do a live stream where you can directly help support us, help us get um, give me a second, extra equipment, better to improve audio. We're going to try and release a gaming channel at some point soon after New Year's as well. That's kind of going to be an announcement thing with the live stream. Speaking of helping support us, once the Instagram account hits 1,000, let's say, we will be releasing merch, stuff like. Well, we have a full list, but just to say it off the bat, off the top of my head, posters, hats, hoodies, stuff like that. Maybe like phone cases. We don't fully know yet. We were supposed to have a guest for this episode. If you follow the Instagram, you know what's popping was supposed to be on today. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's my internet. Maybe it's something like the way I was sending her the link. I'm not sure, but like the recording kept ending the second I went to send her the link, so it's weird. Um, I think that's about it, Chase? That everything?
Well, we also have to thank you for over
Oh yeah, thank you so
226
much
followers on
thank you
Instagram.
so much, guys. We're already a fifth of the way there, and y'all didn't even know. Shit. That's all right, Chase.
Yep.
Cool. Speaking of which, let's start with stressful situations. It's going to be our first topic for today. Chase, before we get into what's going to be the main thing for this topic, probably for this episode, let's have you go ahead and say a stressful thing that you've been having to deal with lately. Any stressful situations or stories?
Well, my first one was with my ex. Her name was Isabel, and I think Luther knows.
We can't say names.
It doesn't matter because she doesn't even watch this.
Yeah, you have a
Just remember,
point.
she got banned on everything. I'll tell you what happened.
Whatever. Yeah, I was trying to be helpful, but fuck it. Go ahead, tell your story, man.
So I met her a long time ago, like not too long ago, like this year. But if you know what I mean. But seriously, so we dated for a little bit. But then we broke up. She wanted me to go with her best friend, and I dated her best friend for one day, and I broke up with her because I did not like her at all. And so she wanted me to get back together, and I haven't talked to her like for a few months now. And she wanted me to get back together, and then so I broke up with her again because she was really rude to my friends. She would call my friends. One of my friends is bisexual, and she would make fun of him for being bisexual, and then she would make fun of my friend for being adopted and stuff. And
Yeah, you just can't just walk into anybody's friend group, no matter what the situation is, and just start insulting people on stuff like that, man. That's just
and then she talked about my
that's a,
mom. If y'all don't know about my mom, she's actually dead. So
yeah. I think we might have grazed over that at one point, season one.
I don't really remember. But anyway,
Yeah,
so I broke up with her. So the second time I broke up with her, so she started to cut herself. Okay, this wasn't normal. She started to cut.
yeah.
She started to cut herself on her arm, and so she would start writing her name, writing my initials on there. It's like, or sometimes she would even write my name. It was crazy. And then so I went back with her, and then she started talking shit about my mom. And then she made some comments about my dad.
Just to say this right now, under no circumstances is harming yourself for anything the right way to think about it.
Of course.
I know regardless emotions and stuff like that, but you still have to think logically about certain things. Like that's why a lot of people don't like me, because I'm always putting logic into everything. But it's just helpful to get a logical insight on something before you go head first into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and especially with situations like this, like you can't be harming yourself physically over just something like that. It just doesn't make any kind of sense.
Yeah. Then what was I gonna say? So not to mention, she was talking crap about my mom. I wasn't even saying stuff about her, and then so and not to mention, her mom is in jail. She's been in jail ever since she was a kid, and her mom had been selling drugs and stuff. and she wants to talk about my mom. So that doesn't make really sense. So, and then I would play Fortnite with her most of the time. If y'all don't know, I'm a huge sweat. So
Yeah, he's had to carry me in many duos matches.
and what do you call that? She was a default, right? So if you don't know about Winterfest, it's like a type of fest they do for every Christmas. She had those 2 skins that were for free that Fortnite gives you every Christmas. And what do you call that? She would use them, and then one day I was being nice. I gifted her a skin for the first time she ever got one. And so 2 days later, she says, "I think it's time for a new one. Like I'm getting tired of this skin."
Yeah, that's honestly a little too weird. Like, you can't just take someone being nice, especially with the already current situation, and be like, "Hey, can I have a MacBook Pro now?"
Yeah, you can't really say that.
Exactly. It's like, hey, sorry about everything. Just being nice here. Have a skin, I guess. Just my way of being nice, I guess. Then, can I have a Gucci and Chanel bag
Oh
now?
yeah, she really actually did ask for.
Yeah, I know. I remembered that story, and that's why I said it.
Yeah, she did ask for what do you call that? I think it was either Gucci bag. I think it was. And what do you call that? If y'all don't know, my dad works for American Airlines and Microsoft too. So 2 things he works for. And so she thought in her mind that she would ask for that.
Yeah.
So and then she would stalk me on Xbox and shit. And then she made some accounts that were trying to scare my friends. Yeah.
It's just none of that was right. Like, from no point of view was that justifiable. Was that all you got to say for today on that one?
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll go on to my one, which was literally last night. If y'all don't know, I have a habit of staying up all night. Like, the later, the more tired I am, I'd be tired, but I can't sleep. It's weird. But like the more tired that I get, it's like I'll either be super productive or like just really uneasy. Like a car going past my house will just freak me the fuck out. It's weird. So
I was with you for that.
yesterday, yeah, it's weird. I'm not sure if a lot of people do that or not. But anyway, so I normally try to channel into like productive stuff, working on the podcast, getting topics whenever I'm bored or something. But then yesterday,
it was what's poppin'.
Yeah.
You want me to do this
I'm
for you?
Yeah, I'm still weirded out by this one.
Okay, so if y'all don't know what's poppin', you should definitely check the Instagram. Don't forget to follow and like some of the photos, but don't worry about that part though.
Every time you follow, that gets us a little closer. Gets a little closer to being able to release merch, which would be cool as fuck. Please help us.
And it's free. You can always unfollow anytime you want. So.
Yeah.
So here's what happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to start the story for me though.
Alright, so
this is weird.
When this happened, what's poppin'? We don't know if this is true or not because so she's using like
there's a lot of
so she first messaged us and she said that that she's part of Hillary Clinton's family. We don't believe that at all. And she said her parents, her dad would
invest like $1 million something in us as soon as we like release merch, which would be kind of cool because this is when we were just starting to think about releasing merch, and it was just cool as fuck and convenient timing.
Mm-hmm. And so, she would say that, then she would act like a normal girl, right? She was like that. Exactly. Said there was nothing wrong with her, but Luther said there was nothing wrong with her. I didn't know why I said that, but the last night.
But the reason I said something wrong with her because I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't say I'm a great judge of character, but I'm normally pretty good at determining when there's something slightly off.
I mean, here's one thing.
I just got that kind of energy from her. And the surprising thing is it's weird, but she sounds a lot like Chase. So I was thinking like, hey yo, Chase, stop fucking with me. I'm gonna play along, but stop. Gonna play along for the joke, but stop, nigga.
And so, what do you call that? So they got on a call last night because she called. He was asking. Luther asked her like, are you ready?
You know, we were supposed to start last week. I'm sorry about all of that.
Yeah. And so she
Stuff
called.
along that lines, asking if she still wanted to be on when we do it today, Monday.
She said, probably sure.
Of course.
And so, she got in a call with him.
Yeah. And then, like, in that call, it was good and business stuff for, like, a good minute and a half.
But then she started asking.
Then immediately she turned the topic to Chase. And then she told me to leave the call you. I guess she was looking at your thing and saw that you were online or something like that, and told me to get off the call you, and tell you that you will make her wet or like that.
Yeah.
And
if you all don't know what that is, then y'all should talk to your parents because we're not going to explain that.
Yeah, we are not responsible for giving your kids the talk. You know what? We might actually do that. That's the end of season 2. Just in cringe factor.
Okay, so let me continue with the story. When he told me
like as soon like I call Chase. No, first of all, like I call Chase and like I'm already automatically like red flags are everywhere for me. So I'm telling Chase some of this shit, and then it's probably nothing. She said you make you wet and all of that. You probably dealt with stuff like this shit before. Yeah, she told me to leave the call and call you to tell you this and all of that shit. I was just weirded out. Like, you could tell from my voice, I was weirded out like hell.
And so, when she called him back, she would start to laugh crazy.
Yeah, like this motherfucker thought I was crazy in elementary school. I was so scared I could feel that shit. Like, nope, I'm not with this. Nope. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like that laugh was like actual violence in that laugh. Like, I don't know how to fucking describe it, but I'm not messing with none of that today. Nope, I'm gonna live for a little bit longer. I'm good.
And so, what do you call that?
Yeah. And like, so shit like that kept happening. She tell me to leave the call Chase, tell him something.
But here's the previous part though. She messaged him saying,
wait, we're not gonna wait, hold up. I'm going to say this part. I'm definitely gonna say this part. At one point in the call first, she said you wouldn't happen to live in so and such state, because that's the state I live in. She guessed it right, and somehow she managed to pass it off, saying like, oh, well, my aunt's cousin's friend Hillary Clinton was kind of embarrassed after she lost and all of that. We had to move off into like the countryside of my state, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense on how you guessed it, but I'm not gonna say nothing. So, like, I'm already super freaked out. I call Chase, tell him she guessed my state with the laughter and all of that shit, and I'm stressed, and then he decides to stress me the fuck out and say I'm gonna call her and ask her.
And so I called her, and then he shut his whole phone off automatically. He shut the whole phone
like,
off.
I'm gonna be honest, I was so fucked out. I was so freaking freaked out. As soon as you left the call to call her, I powered my phone off. My phone was actually kind of low at this point because I'd been up all night anyway. So I cut my phone all the way off, waited about half an hour, cut it back on, got like 30 missed calls, missed texts, missed voice messages from her. It's like, looking through them, of course, there's a lot of voice messages. Some of them were like, "Hey, yo, are you gonna answer me? Let's be adults about this." And then half of them were like just laughing and like just weird noises. I'm pretty sure one of them had like felt very faked, but like a faked grown man voice saying, "Go to fucking sleep," stuff like that. It's middle of the night. Some of them were just straight up laughing for a second, and then right in the middle of that, she said my state twice. Then she said my middle school that I still currently go to. actually, I'm pretty sure we accidentally leaked that in an episode.
Okay.
But then she guessed my grade level. I don't think I ever said shit about my actual grade level. It was freaky at the time because I didn't realize I said this, but looking back, yeah, we probably did say something about this at one point. I think closer to like the first 3, 4 episodes.
And
But still, it was freaky as hell.
so when he came back on, I told him what happened, and when I called her, she didn't like nothing was wrong with her at first. But then she started.
Yeah, and then at one
laugh.
point,
She started laughing like a fucking
Yeah.
maniac. Like here's the thing. When like girls laugh, they don't sound like it doesn't sound like a demon like fucking laughing. Her laughing was the most creepiest shit I've ever heard in my life.
like a hyena mixed with the fucking Joker, mixed with I'm going to murder you in your sleep.
Dang, Luther Lily said that she's even more scary than the Joker. Like not to mention, and then she told Luther to break up. She told Luther to tell me that
She told me
break up
to tell you, like, break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know why she said boyfriend. And then she was like, break up with your boyfriend. Tell him I said break up with his boyfriend or girlfriend. Tell him I said date me. So I'm telling Chase this shit, clearly getting more freaked out. And then at one point, this was never stated. I know for a fact this was never stated. I live in an apartment building, guys. I live in an apartment building. She said, I'm outside your apartment building. Look out your window.
But the most weird thing is that
my room doesn't have a window, but my apartment has a window.
And so he looked at the window. There was actually someone out there in the park.
No, there wasn't someone outside of my window, like she said, waving. But the freaky shit was, it was like 5 a.m. Why the fuck was there someone chilling in the park down the street? Just, you can barely see it. But I just saw someone sitting on the fucking swing and I got freaked the fuck out. Like, just associating shit and it being the middle of the night. I was probably going crazy for like half of this. But still, a lot of that shit was way too crazy for me.
I just didn't know what to do. Like he got really scared, and we don't really go to sleep because like why the hell would we? Because it's fucking Christmas break, so.
Yeah, we just got on Christmas break, like as of last Friday, like 2-3 days ago. So I'm sitting here scared as hell, convinced I'm about to die tonight.
He got a knife.
Like
he got a whole.
I'm gonna be honest. I did grab a fucking knife. Don't fuck with me in the middle of the night. I do not fuck with scary shit as a whole. I'm not about to fuck with it in the middle of the night. Oh hell no. I'm tired. I'm gonna grab my favorite fucking steak knife, and I'm gonna just be sitting in the center of my apartment building, waiting for y'all.
I stayed with him for the whole. I stayed up with him for the whole night to make it feel better.
Yeah. Like I was up till he was up till like freaking 7 or like 6:30. I stayed up until I saw daylight coming in my window. Like, deadass, you are not finna scare me like that and act like nothing happened. No, that's not finna happen, Chief. That's not finna happen.
I just thought that was fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Like some of this stuff, now that I think about it, we actually did kind of accidentally slip into the episode or two. Like really early episodes when I was still learning how to cut stuff out. But like still, the fact that she paid enough attention to know this shit, and still the fact that half of the stuff she was saying was nowhere to be found in any of the episodes was just way too freaky for me. But anyway, wait, real quick, this is where I feel obligated to do a little mini thing. Don't do that to people, because you don't know how people are going to react. I could have called the fucking police. I could have just straight out, some motherfuckers, I probably know them, would have just grabbed a actual fucking gun and just started letting shit out into the street randomly, like warning shots, like crazy. You don't know how people are going to react to this. Don't do that shit. There's nothing worth any of that. We've already spent most of this episode on this, so we might as well just we
And we're
might as well
talking.
just
If you're
freaking
watching this, don't fucking do that again. Because you have no right
do
to do
not.
that. You have no right to do that if you're watching us.
You have
And you're gonna do that to people that doesn't even fucking bother you.
Yeah.
So last warning,
Yeah.
if you do that
Me
again, we're
or
gonna fucking call the cops, because that's not
yes,
that's just not
most
fun.
definitely. And then you know what? We spent most of the episode on this anyway, so we might as well do this for the whole episode, and then like use the other topics as
Yeah.
their own episode. But still, but this lady, this fucking lady, is gonna be like, it's alright. It's just a prank. Someone paid me like $5 to do this. I don't know. I don't remember their ad or whatever. Ever. It was like epic something something. I saw them in your comments. They've been liking all the posts. You know, they're one of those
Epic
guys.
mess.
First of all, yeah, something like that. So then I called Chase, tell him about this. After checking the comments real quick as she's talking, I called Chase and tell him about this. He did some digging. I go back into the call with her, scared as fuck, still panicking. And then I call Chase back. He's talking about some. Oh yeah, I remember Jorno from like when you and Ding were in elementary school. Yeah, apparently he paid her like $50, which is 10 times what she said. I'm pretty sure. I don't think people mess with money like that. I don't think people forget about money like that. You owe me $100 and then I just let you off with 5 cents. No, that's not gonna happen. I don't believe that shit. So so from all we know, either she's just fucking with us like it's funny, she's obsessed with Chase or some other bullshit, or Jorno, this motherfucker. I'm pretty sure we mentioned him in passing. I don't think we said his name or anything, but we just slightly talked about him when we was discussing stuff with we're gonna say out Apple Elementary, so y'all can connect it with past episodes. But still, that shit was freaky. Like, I'm pretty sure out of my entire elementary school, him and like 10 other people were the only people I didn't really irritate or mess with. Which is, and like then we talked to Ding, who's actually friends with him, and so are his cousins friends with him. So like, and then they saying that he's alright with me, he don't got a problem with me. In fact, they say he thinks I'm pretty cool and stuff like that. It does not make sense for him to do that shit. So we don't know what the fuck is going on with that. And now my mom, and the funny thing is, I'm stressed as fuck. And then I got the world's greatest fuck you. With my mom waking up early in the morning, seeing that I'm still up on the phone with Chase, stressed the fuck out. And then she gonna be like, why the fuck are you up this early in the night? You know what? Stay up if you want, but nigga, you getting up today. We'll make sure you stay up. I wasn't trying to say nothing to stress her out or nothing, like, but bitch, I'm panicking. Is what I was trying to say. But I didn't want to fucking die. Yeah, I probably would have either way if I said that to mom, but still. Bruh. Like, who the fuck does that? Bruh. Anything else you want to say, Chase? Because we only got like... Actually, we got like 6 minutes left in the recording. No, you know what? But I might take a minute to edit this. This might end up episode like 2 or something. I'm going to take a minute to not edit this on purpose and procrastinate like hell. But that shit was crazy, and like it feels like it just fucking happened because, like I said, I was up all fucking night, all day. I haven't slept yet. Like, I pretended to take a nap so my parents would get off my fucking back. But like, I'm sitting there still fucking stressing. Like, hey, yo, what the hell? First of all, you like Chase somehow for whatever. You know him somewhere, I guess. But that gives you no right to fuck with him like that. Am I right? Exactly. Like, that gives you no right to fuck with him like that. But then, for some reason, somehow, for some way, you're gonna come over and bring that shit to me. And like the main shit I remember is like I'm talking about some don't shoot the messenger type shit just because I'm scared as fuck. Just reminding her of that. Well, I'm bringing shit back and forth between messages because she's asking like, does Chase have a girlfriend yet? And I'm saying all of this stuff, and like she's getting visibly more angry with shit. So like I'm scared as fuck. I'm reminding her don't shoot the messenger. She's talking about some I don't have a gun, motherfucker. That means don't harm me. Don't dangle me over a vat of acid. I don't know what the fuck you got other than a gun, but don't fucking use it. Damn. Like, I am not known to be scared like this. Amusement parks freak me out a little bit, but that's a whole nother story. We'll probably glance over that on, like, episode 2 or 3. But what the fuck? That is a whole ass unnecessary situation. Like, I'm over here scared as fuck. Camping my house. Cause like, what? Who does that?
It's not normal. It's not normal.
Chase, you got... Exactly. Like, and every bit of information that I was giving from my perspective doesn't match up. Even if you only take the stuff that lines up with itself, nothing makes sense anymore. Because, like, nothing has a motive. Nobody has a motive. No one has a reason.
Don't do this because what can happen to us? It's not really good because then we'll have to get the police involved and stuff.
No, just like guys, this is just for like first of all, like if you hate us, you hate us. But this podcast is just for fun. We're fucking kids. Motherfucker. Bruh, we are still in middle school. We are kids. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? This does not make sense. What is wrong with y'all? This podcast is for fun. We literally started this. I'm pretty sure we talked about this in the first episode. If we didn't, the audio file got corrupted and all of that. We didn't know what we was doing. But we started this podcast to talk shit, have fun. If y'all liked it, have y'all on. We try that, and this shit happens. What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? Bruh. I already know this is gonna be like a minute or two short, and like that normally bugs me, but it is not finna bug me today. Nope.
Yeah, please, what's poppin'?
Bruh.
Do that again. We're gonna have to get the police involved.
Anybody do that ever again?
Because no one,
I am not hesitating.
Being in Hillary Clinton's family. If you're in Hillary Clinton's family, you probably have over fucking million followers by now.
Well, maybe it's an alt account, we don't know, but still, either fucking way. No. I don't know if it's an alt account, or you're just trying to be funny, or you just thought, let me freak these guys out a little bit, but no. No. That makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. And like, the thing is, like, we're actually scared shitless. This was supposed to be a topic. This turned into a whole fucking episode. This is a warning and a disclaimer, you guys. Do not do this to anybody. First of all, you don't know how motherfuckers are going to react in the first place. Sometimes, some motherfuckers in this situation, the second they start hearing laughing, they already walking up and down their street waiting to see the first motherfucker coming towards their house's general direction, and they're just going brrrr. Because there are people like that. No reason to do this. Absolutely none. But Chase, you got anything else to say? Any last little message? No, on nobody? No.
Please follow our Instagram at 30-Minute Minds.
Yeah, real quick, please follow, please support us, bro. Like, we will be releasing merch as soon as we hit 1K. I'm pretty sure Chase, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have Chase start designing and stuff.
We're gonna do all the you see the new picture right now for 30-Minute Minds. These are all my artwork stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I got you right here. This is gonna remain in the recording, but do you think it'd be alright if we put some of like your personal designs and shit and made that into merch? Because that would be cool as hell. Yeah, so not only will you be getting podcast themed merch, but you'll be getting like Chase's stuff and Chase's cool artwork because this man is a fucking great artist. But disclaimer to everybody: if you're going to do that shit, unfollow, unlike, don't watch the podcast no more. Delete the whole ass app off of your phone. Stay the fuck away from us.
Yeah, just don't. Because, I mean, we're sorry that this episode is kind of, like, dramatic and shit, but you don't know what it's like.
Yeah, like most of these episodes are we try to be goofy, we try to be funny, but every now and again we will probably have like serious shit to talk about. Like I'm pretty sure we did talk about serious shit for an episode, but it wasn't like this. Like what the hell? But we will be releasing merch soon. You'll get Chase's design. Don't forget to check him out at official_Chase. Oh yeah, by the way, real quick, for those of y'all who aren't weird and doing all of this shit, please do not DM Chase or the official 30-minute minds account on Instagram. Please DM me personally at Luther. At Luther_3.com. If you watch anime, you probably know it's a picture of Madara Uchiha just chilling on a rock. I will be DMing back, people. In fact, in the next post, Chase, I'm gonna have you tag me so people know to go to me and not the account. But do not DM me or anybody if you're going to be on this type psycho shit.